The more hits we play, the more hits we get. URLradio.net. Stacey Sturm.
Kevin Kais.
How's it going today, Kev?
The morning is swell.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's a beautiful morning. I always got to start out with song now. I got to
Every
sing
time?
a little song for everybody.
All right.
Just on Tuesdays. My other co-hosts don't appreciate it as much as you do.
Well, how about Tunes Days?
Tunes Days. You're a marketing genius. We're going to have a Tunes Day. Every Tuesday, I open up with songs.
This is what happens, Stace.
Right?
This is the party in my head all the time.
It's magical. It really is. I feel like it's like a fairy world on the outside in the office.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Keyword fairy.
Keyword pretend. Hey, we have some great stuff we're going to be talking about today. One is actually very educational. I have bad news for Blue Eyes.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, what if your significant other's best friend is a member of the opposite sex? Have you had to deal with that before?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dealing with it currently.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
both of us
not
are.
my best friend, but
Yep.
I always was really good friends with guys. Mm-hmm. Which you would think is like, oh, dangerous. It actually made it pretty impossible to date. Nobody really wanted to date me. At least that's what I'm blaming it on. But we'll talk about this. This is a sort of an interesting topic. And also, we talked about common dreams last week.
Yep.
These are common sex dreams and what they mean.
There are multiple kinds of sex dreams?
Oh, there's 6 different kinds.
Wow.
No, 5 different kinds.
And I bet I've tried all of them.
I bet I had them all last night. Yeah, so we'll talk about that. This is, once again, is from Women's Day, so this is pretty interesting. Oh, poor Larry. He's been painting over next door at Scott's. Poor guy needs a break. Just go put on a T-shirt and go help paint next door.
Scott's cracking the whip, isn't he?
He is. He's a tough guy. Jeez. But yeah, so we will talk about sex dreams here coming up in just a little bit before the day's over as well. Otherwise, that's about it.
All right.
I think that's still going to be a lot.
Well, yeah.
I think at least 2 of our topics are going to be super stellar. They're going to be really it's going to create all sorts of office buzz.
Wow.
Water cooler chat.
I'm glad you used the word buzz.
I think we should have more buzz in the office, like drinking.
Oh,
Had this conversation with my dad the other day because we're all living together, so I've now become a 60-year-old person. But we're sitting around the table drinking some coffee. It was 6:00 at night, and we were having this chatter about back in the day when people would drink on their lunch breaks, and it was very common. Why did that stop? When did that stop? When did it become not cool to drink on your lunch break anymore? Back in the 80s, that was like, that's what you did.
And I remember
Went and had a
back
beer.
when I first started my job, I want to say it was maybe down at the mall or something. It was something, and I was on my lunch break, and somebody had said, "Yeah, 1 12-ounce drink. You can have 1 12-ounce drink on your lunch break, and that's fine."
That was usually acceptable. That was okay back then.
Yeah.
When did that stop? Like
I don't know, but it
and why did it
sucks.
stop? I never really saw a movement of don't drink on the job on
Right.
your lunch break anymore.
What's one beer gonna do?
All of a sudden, it just became not okay to drink on your lunch break. I think it was probably around 97, 98, I think, is when I noticed people stopped drinking on their lunch breaks.
Why don't they drink at work?
Well, some people do. They're called bartenders and barmaids.
Yeah.
So you can go work there, I suppose. They still allow that.
Yeah. But I'm just talking in an office setting.
Yeah, that was like a bonding thing back in the 80s. You went and you had a beer on your lunch break with your office.
Like, I want to go into my boss's office, and he brings out his scotch bottle and says, "Can I get you a drink?"
Like in horrible bosses.
Yeah.
But I agree, and back in the 80s, you never heard about low morale.
Nope.
You never heard about any of that. And actually, people stayed with their jobs for decades. Mm-hmm. Even though they weren't making a ton of money, they liked the fact they drank with their boss on their lunch break. It was bonding.
Sure.
They were friends.
Yep.
We need to bring that back, Kevin.
Bring booze back.
We need to bring booze back. We're bringing boozing back. Yeah. It should really happen, though. It should. I think it would solve a lot of office workplace problems.
I think you're right.
You don't have to get drunk.
No.
You just go have a beer on your lunch break.
Get a little loose-lipped.
That's right. communication starts to flow. That's the biggest, that's the biggest barrier now at most offices is a lack of communication.
Yep.
If you had a beer on your lunch break.
Oh, I'd be singing like a bird.
Yeah, exactly. So who's with me?
I'm in.
All right. We're going to start that movement again. We need to bring booze back into the workplace on lunch breaks.
I think you're right. Who do we need to talk to?
Not your 10-minute afternoon break.
No, yeah,
Just one at lunch. Because do you know what that means, too? Then you have to take a full hour lunch. Mm-hmm. People are grumpy now because they skip lunches.
Oh, yeah.
So we tend to eat poorly.
Well, and some people like you, your husband and I are on summer hours.
Yes.
So we only get half-hour breaks.
I know. So you'd almost have to shotgun it.
Yeah.
That could be dangerous. Maybe once you guys go back to an hour-long lunch break, you need to kick that back in.
Well, we have been on an hour for a week now.
Oh, you have? Okay, so that was just your summer hours.
Right, yeah.
You're back now to your regular hours.
Yeah.
Okay. See, so there's time.
So I like the hour aspect. I like having that hour break
Right.
in the day.
Right.
I don't like staying until 5, though.
I know, I bet that does suck.
But again, I'm American. I can find something to bitch about.
That's true. We had that discussion last week.
Yep.
Just never happy.
Nope.
Even though we can drink on our lunch breaks, we're still not happy.
So we'll find something to make us upset.
I'm bringing back the good old boy lunch break, damn it. We're all boozing.
All right. I will stand behind you, or at least beside you.
To hold my hair while I puke. Oh, hey, also, if there's anything you want to hear today, email me, Stacy at urlradio.net. That's STACY at urlradio.net.